Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to Opolis Inc., where today we're going to go through the last of the endgame stuff that I have to do as of beta 6.1. So let's jump into it because there's quite a bit to get through here today. So off camera we did go to the end and grab a few ores just so that we could crush it up to get this activation essence. So this is in the advanced alloys section. So activation essence, crushing activated raw ores, yada yada. So then you have to oxidize the activation essence in a chemical oxidizer. And then we have to put that noisy activation essence through a chemical washer with liquid null to clear the background static and leave us with the filtered activation essence. And if we just look at the uses for this, in the chemical oxidizer we put the activation essence, then with liquid null and the noisy activation in the chemical washer, that gives us this filtered activation essence. And then with the filtered activation essence in the pressurized reaction chamber, along with water and whatever we're trying to activate, so signalum, enderium, and lumium. Let's grab a few of those, and a few of those, because I do need to get 16 of the elite processing bucks to be able to do the rest of the stuff that I wanted to do today. So let's get this in here. Oh, not there. In the chemical oxidizer. And just make sure we have eject on and going output to the left. None on the right. Yeah, just make sure we have this one set up properly, because I did set up the other machines. There we go. So for the chemical washer, I just filled up a tank with some liquid null because we made the source of it over here, and it ended up over in this slot over here. So I thought it disappeared on me, but I just wasn't looking at the UI. So just make sure you look over here on the right hand side if you do use that method. So this noisy activation essence should be coming in automatically, right? I knew things weren't going to go exactly as I thought they would. Oh, this is the front. Nope, it's not. Left output to chemical washer. Chemical washer. Well, I guess we can make ourselves another fluid tank, because I think I'm all out of those guys now, because I used one in the making of the pressurized reaction chamber, I think it was. Nope, I need to have them discombobulated. Gotta grab one of each because I don't know what kind of thing this is. Is it a liquid? Is it a gas or a chemical? We don't know. Because it is a gas or a chemical. Well, that figures that I can't get it in over there, right? Here, chemicals. All right, I'll do this the strange way. Or not the strange way, but the silly way. This is pressurized tube, which is supposed to handle the chemicals. Top is input. We went through a little bit, so we did manage to make a little bit of the filtered activation essence. Maybe we just can't do it out of that side of the chemical tank. Never remembered having that kind of an issue before. Oh, I'm sitting here shaking my head. All right, we'll be back when I get it figured out how to get the stuff out of there and into the washer. Strict input off. Is that the issue? No. All right, let's pause it. Whatever it is, I don't know what happened, but I'll just come back there and redo this whole process now that I have the machine set up properly. Now this activation essence should go over here automatically. Give us the filtered activation essence, which does not seem to be going over to the reaction chamber by itself either. Chemicals configured, left output, eject on. Keep it processing at the very least. See, it pops in over there. Got lots and lots of it, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, why won't you go out? Are you a liquid now? No, so the pressurized reaction chamber won't even take liquids. Well, it does take liquids, obviously. Alright, so I just was missing the input on that side over there. And we can now start doing some of that. I guess we'll need to speed that guy up a little bit, so let's pop on over here, get some speed upgrades. Just do 4 of each for now. Ah, so I'm missing liquid no. Then we end up with this unstable activation essence, which is radioactive. So I was thinking we could eject it into a radioactive waste barrel. Yeah, there's no inputs or outputs to deal with on those guys. Doesn't seem to be poisoning me or anything for right now, so maybe we'll just leave it in there for this moment. Or maybe we... So the liquid then? Sure. At any rate, let's move on. This processing license. Right, an elite processing buck with... Oh, did I already make this? I think I already made this. No. No, we did not. All right. Oh, yes. Okay, I remember. This is why we were going down that route. To get the liquid processing alloy. We need 4. Yeah, 4 of them. Plus a $1 which I don't have on me, but that's easy enough to get, right? Or have one of those. Make 90 of this. No, we need a mixer. This does have to be done in a mixer, which I've already kind of dedicated to. Wait, how did I get advanced processing alloy over here? Bronze and steel. Ah, that's so bad. How are you supposed to do that then? Because what I had done is I had put a stack of each of the items that we needed to get to the opsolite. Right? I put 64 steel, 64 bronze, signalum, lumium, and enderium, and then as soon as we got the bucks, then I was going to put those in to get the opolisite. So that means you have to do like the steel and or the bronze last to make sure that you don't end up with this garbage happening. That's a problem. Oh yeah, now I'm never gonna get this out, am I? Well, that I don't care about. We can just... Yeah, and the only thing that's used for is for making the processing buck, so it's basically just delete it. It's the only thing I can do with it at this point. Now what's it making? Fine, just delete it all. Delete it all. That's so frustrating. So all of this liquid stuff is made with, yeah, lumium, signalum, and enderium makes this stuff. It's been so long since I did it originally, I totally forgot that all those liquids are going to mix. So how the heck are you supposed to make this ever? Like, are you supposed to put it in some totally weird configuration with like the bronze, then the signalum, then the lumium, then the processing bucks, then the enderium and the steel really, really quickly so it doesn't accidentally make one of the other liquids? That's really frustrating. That does need to be changed, in my opinion, if they're going to leave it like that. That can't stay like that. Oh, not that stuff. We're trying to do this stuff here. Which I've got plenty of DT fuel, because I made some a while back and have some left over from before. So where'd my bucket go? Put a bucket of that in there, and then let's see if we can be stingy with this stuff, because it's a little bit more hard to make. Stop. Just void off that stuff there so that we can get my DT fuel back, please. Yes, we can do that. And no, we can't, because we can't pull out of there. Interesting. Now I've got to void 3 buckets of DT fuel. I was trying to be fancy with it and ended up wasting a ton of it. And I didn't make enough of it anyways. Hilarious. As if you can't tell right now, I am just super tilted at the moment with the making of the Opolis Inc. You even mixing? You're mixing. 270, one more should do it. Wait, where are you going now? Interesting. Oh, it's going into here. That's even funnier. That's even funnier. This is episode is a complete and total failure. Push. And then you ended up there, of course, because of course you did. I guess here we hit this and go here. I already tried pulling out of here, right? And it didn't work. Because it's not in this first slot. We'll just do this again. Now that we got the 360, we get our trading dollar. Or trading. Oh, and I forgot. What are the... It's 3, so it's 2 to 4 on each of them. We'd have to do a lot more of that stuff before we can get enough of the ultimate processing bucks to do anything that I wanted to do. Grab some more of those. Those in there. And we need null, right? What happened to my tank? There it is. Keep processing all of those, and maybe we can do one thing instead of all the things. Alright, well I did manage to finally get 8 processing bucks. Like I said, we have to completely pass on trying to make this Opolisite because until I get further direction, I'll ask the mod in the Discord how they expect us to do this, because as soon as you put, you know, these 2 in, it's going to start making advanced processing alloy. As soon as you have these 3 in, it's going to make elite processing alloy. So how do you get this mixture in? And it doesn't matter about first slots or second slots or 8 slots or whatever, because this mixer had the first 3 were the oh no, the first 2 that went in were the steel and the... maybe it has to do with the order that you put them in there, but they would need to clarify that in the quest book if that's their intention. What were we doing? Combiner. 8 ultimate processing books and 64 stone will get us moving down the Planetoids and Perfection quest line. So we need 4 raw iron. I'm assuming it's 4 of each of those things to get down that quest line. 4 of those ones. And this is annoying too, always having to go back out for gold. Alright, let me gather up all of this stuff and we'll see if we can't get there to the end of that quest line. Alright, so we take this stuff and it's back in the combiner every time, right? Yeah. So each step is just basically this. And the amount of this activation essence you need just to get a few advanced processing bucks is insane. You back there and you in. You back there and you in. And at some point I just assumed it was 4 of everything. I didn't actually look at all the recipes, but... Oh, and because I'm not... Oh, I made a mistake. I can't finish all the quests because I didn't grab each of them into my inventory first. Now that's funny. We can get down to the miniature planetoid and always catch up to that one later. Yeah, it's useless to try to do it now. Oh, and then what's the last step? With an ultimate mining buck. Do I have any of those? I have 17. Not sure what we're doing with a miniature planetoid, but at some point down the line, maybe this was supposed to be the the supreme mining buck was what this was supposed to be used for. Is one guess I have at any rate, but yeah. Kudos mistake, brain fart. We can't get down those all checked off, and this, as far as I can tell, is impossible to get for right now, but I'll check the Discord and see if there's any way to get that. But that wraps up this derpy-filled episode, which will be the last one for a while for Opolis Inc. We'll come back as the updates come through and talk about them and maybe perform some of them. Like in the last update, I didn't even do any of that farming stuff because I'm already way past that stage. But we'll see what it's about and tackle it as it comes along. But anyways, I really do appreciate all of you that stuck through me through this adventure. It's been fun getting here. I do have all of my mystical agriculture now coming into the drawer controller with the drawers, in the leaves. I'm just kind of sorting out all the things here before I put them up there and make them disappear, because it gets really, really hard to tell what's in there and what's not in there with all of the displays turned off. You gotta kind of look at it for sure, and I've buried a few of them too, so if I wanted to put upgrades in it, that would make them like really hard. Like to get to this ice essence, I would have to break this drawer to get over there to make an upgrade for it. But yeah, this is all hooked into the AE system as well now via storage bus and just a cable run through the ground to get on over there. And I just haven't set up the actual auto crafting yet because which I really need to do because this hits the 2048 really, really fast. But at any rate, that's it for me and Opolis Inc. But tune into the future as the updates come out, and then likely as the definitely when the pack is finished, I might actually give it another go through if things significantly change enough. If it doesn't change too terribly from what I've already done in this series, maybe I'll do just a tips and tricks video for it. Because, you know, I've got pretty much everything all hashed out at this point, and just do something to help others get through the pack. Anyways, that's it for me and Opolis Inc. I appreciate you all, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!